Okay, we're on San Juan Mesa Ranch, Tract 3, and there's 35 acres in this tract, and you get the Sangre de Cristo views to the west. We're only about 18 miles west of Trinidad, Colorado, along Highway 12, only about 15 miles from the mountain lakes, the national forest, and there's a big state wildlife area of 30,000 acres right over there. Highway 12 is right down here below. We're only a couple miles off the interstate, and there's a little town of Segundo with a small mom and pop grocery store and gas, and then there's Stonewall and other little towns and things going up along and into the mountains up in there. So track 3 is going to be this direction. It's going to comprise mostly these mesa hilltops over here. Should have a lot of nice flat spots up in there. And it's going to come back down this back side a little bit. So we're going to take a ride through the tract. We're facing north. This map is facing north, and we are sitting about right here. So the tract's going to go off in that direction to the northwest along the hilltops this direction. And let's see. So a portion of this mesa top right here is a part of track 3. You can see we're at 6,800 feet. Okay, we just come off the main road, or we were parked right down there. Just come to the top of this first little hill. I didn't point out that with a video camera, it doesn't show the proper size of the mountain views. Without exaggerating, I'd say about right in there is what the Sangre de Cristos looks like when you're standing here in person. So we're going to be heading in this direction through track 3 to get on some of those mesa tops over there. And then behind us here, this is to the east, the Sangres are to the west. That's Fisher's Peak Mesa, and that sits over the top of Trinidad, Colorado, with an elevation of 10,000 feet at the top of the mesa. And Raton Pass going into Mexico is also, well, the mesa makes up the pass, or the valley that goes between it. Okay, we're walking further into track 3. We're on top of the flat tops up here. Through those trees, you can see all the way back to Fisher's Peak over Trinidad, like I was showing you. And again, those mountains look about like that. When we're standing here, there's the valley we drove into the track 2. You know what I mean? Yeah, come from that direction on the road. We are facing north. This tract is pretty even up here as far as mountains go. Got a lot of rolling type grassland area up here, and we got views of the West Spanish and the East Spanish peaks over the top of the mesa ridge over there, over the ridge over there. And in person, they look about that big in person when you're standing here. I'm gonna back up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a white stake that'll divide track 4 and track 3, and it's also the northern boundary line. You can zoom in on it. There it is. Okay, we're on track 4 in San Juan Mesa Ranch, and San Juan Mesa Trail. The main road goes through here. Segundo is 18 miles west of Trinidad, and it's right here. Highway 12's here. You're only a couple miles off the pavement. There's a mom and pop grocery store and gas station at Segundo, and you're halfway to the mountains, the national forest, and all that. So here's the boundary of track 4 with the northern boundary here, and we are facing north. This tract is pretty even up here as far as mountains go. Got a lot of rolling type grassland area up here. And we got views of the West Spanish and the East Spanish peaks over the top of the mesa ridge over there, over the ridge over there. And in person, they look about that big in person when you're standing here. I'm gonna back up. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a white stake that'll divide track 4 and track 3, and it's also the northern boundary line. You can zoom in on it. There it is. So that's going to be the far northwestern corner of track 4, and then we're going to take a ride down through the track. You'll see the nice valley land that you get with this parcel, and it's just a little more than 35 acres. It's got one pumper gas well on it. It's right down there. Tract 5 is across the way over here if you're looking at the ranch map, and it's available as well. It can be purchased with Tract 4, and that's Fisher's Peak Mesa to the east. So that's about due east, and Trinidad, Colorado is right below that. You're only about 20 minutes to town from here. I just noticed from up here also you get the Sangre de Cristos, a little bit of them to the west as well, just peeking up over the top. And again, they're about that large when you're standing here in person. There's Fisher's Peak still over this direction. We haven't made it off the top of this mesa yet. We're gonna give it a shot down here on this end. Cactus and can. Down through these trees. See the valley below down there? We're gonna get stuck. We're still heading down. It sure is a pretty view of the Fisher's Peak when you're coming down. And the main subdivision road is right over there. Let's see if we can ride this down. All a part of Tract 4, and then Tract 4 goes up over that hill on that side too. The northern boundary is going to be right down here in the valley, not too far. Probably going to have to stop filming. The northern boundary is going to be right back in there. There's the main ranch road, and like I say, Tract 4 is that hillside too and goes over that hill. Okay, we made it off the hill, came down from that direction. You could get up there easier if you made a road going along the side, along that valley. So we're coming to the back portion, the northern boundary of Tract 4. See fencing back here. And that's the valley I was trying to come down right there. Road up through here real nice to get up to the top portion. Don't call it that. I thought this might be a catch pond up in here, but it's not. It's just a grassy area with a bunch of sage. And that going right up through there would take you up to the top where you can see the views, overlook your land. Old sunflowers, choke cherry, make choke cherry wine. So the northern boundary is coming off that hill with that fence we were just at. Like I say, that hill there is a part of the property too. We got to get back down the main road to go on that. Go over there. I'm not gonna try to go up it. Here's where we came off the top of the hill. We'll come back to subdivision road here somehow. Here's the road, and so everything on the left is still a part of Tract. That's the valley we were just in. We're gonna run to the far western end of Tract 4. gonna put my four-wheeler into gear. Right down there, about another 100 yards.